Today, I'm here to help you to nail to the point and decide what to do. Uh, you know what? Forget it. Forget about it. Just sit yourself down. Yeah. You just have to sit yourself down and decide what you really want. And by saying that, you alone knows what you want and when you want to have it, because you alone can decide what you want and where you want to go. And I've helped you to write it down because I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do. And don't let anybody tell you what to do and what to not to do. Even those big men with a big belly that will like to motivate you, or those coaches that run with 8 packs that motivate you on what to do and when to wake up and when not to wake up and when to take. You alone have already known what you want to do, but the problem is you haven't decided to sit yourself down and write down what you want and decide on what you want to go after. And that's what Jesus Christ has been teaching us. That's what Jesus Christ came here to talk to us. To find the kingdom of God inside us, and not to go outside elsewhere and look for the kingdom of God, because the kingdom of God is already within us. The kingdom of God is already within us, and we have to find it within us, because no one can be you. You can only be yourself. You alone knows what you need to do, and you alone can go and do it. You are only looking for a validation, or you are only looking for advice for people. Meanwhile, you alone have already know what to do. And maybe in the beginning of this year, you made a revelation, or is it a promise to yourself? But hello, bro, this is July. We're in July now, and maybe by next year, you have to make the same promise to yourself. Who knows? But where I want to let you know is that what God has been letting us know through Jesus Christ is that the kingdom of God is already inside you. And don't let anybody to tell you that there is a kingdom of God here, God is here, or God is there. God is already in you, and that God is to find yourself. You have to find your true self. You have to ask yourself a question. I know that you have already started thinking that these thoughts and these words I'm saying are already making sense to you, but you have to sit down and find what you really want. I know that you can be inspired by many millionaires and billionaires, just like Elon Musk. He's he's specialized on the technology and robots and battery and solar and all like he alone have his own specialties and the things that he is interested in. Aliko Dangote, he may be interested in foods and cement and limestone and all those petroleum and all those kind of a thing. Maybe you alone you have a dark energy of kicking somebody's ass. Like you may be performing much better in MMA or in boxing rings. You alone knows what you are good at. So don't let anybody tell you what you will do. It's just left for you to execute it. But the first way, the right way to start is just to sit yourself down and decide and breathe. You have to breathe. You have to meditate in yourself. Even in the morning, you have to, even if it is for 15 times. You just have to breathe, because that's one of the teachings from the Jesus Christ, that that's the right way to be peaceful with ourselves and to listen to our inner selves and be one with ourselves. It goes really into deeper than that. But once you started being with yourself, and first be with yourself, not to wake up and be with your phone first. No, leave that phone, because that's the hook that they have used to hold this modern reality, and they have made it more easier than ever. You just, with your thumbnails, you can decide to scroll all days and you can never find the same content once, because there are billions of them aligned, prepared in line for you to watch. Just sit yourself down and think of what you want, because that's the only way, that's the only key, that's the only key to the kingdom of God. To think of all you want. Don't let any man tell you how to live and what's true and what meaningful in life. You just have to be yourself, bro. Hello, just be yourself. Because people are fond of telling you what you really want, and they desire to confirm or to hear from advices it has been classified as normal, that even if you want to do something, you have to seek for advice. Yes, I'm not against that. You have to seek for advice based on what has been created, is already been in existence, even from earlier on. If you want to have a process on something, it has been already done by people in the past, even in the business, in the production, in the processing procedures, in foods and in animals, and every in medical aspect. Everything has been done. You are not inventing anything new. You are only doing what has been already done. There's no bad thing in asking for advice, but you alone knows your capacity and the things that you can do, that only you have the ability to do. And the next thing is that all the money, all the wealth is already here, is already in existence. All the paper notes, all the money that has been printed, even before World War II, is already here, is an ocean, and you alone, you decide what to come to, like what to come with in the ocean. You can decide to come with a teaspoon, or you can decide to come with a bucket, or you can decide to come with maybe a gallon, or a bigger stuff, because all the oceans are there and they are in people. Yes, they are in people. All the money, all the wealth. If you can just look around, even if you are driving around all those boutiques, all those shops filled with goods, just imagine all those goods with their own prices. All those stocks filled there with their own prices, maybe in dollars or in any currency. Just know that all those currencies are in the houses. Even the buildings themselves, they are money, they are built in money. All those things are wealth. All those things is to show you that all those wealth, all those money, they doesn't vanish. They are all here. And all those precious materials and everything that you have been looking for, that you think that it is scarce. No, they are already here. And it is left for you to know the way to get it from people, because it is only people that have it. If you can just imagine, if you come into a marketplace and imagine that every individual have at least $1,000 in their account, or even $100, or even $1. If you just look at every individual like that. Imagine collecting $1 from 1,000 persons. You have already made a six figures. Even if it's a million people, just imagine $10 from 1 million people. Yeah, just your amount of what you get and the amount of what you attract depends on the people that you serve. And you and I have already known that before, because for you to be seeing this video shows that you have been scrolling through financial videos and self-improvement and all those kind, yeah, maybe motivational videos, I don't know. But motivation will not get you there, and maybe you have heard it before, and I'm telling you again, it's just to set a system and process. If you have known what to do, you set a system. Maybe even if it's just like me, the system, because I'm into connecting companies with people, like doing Facebook ads. It is not everybody that will tell you this that I'm telling you now. Maybe all those kind of, they will be telling you work hard, do this, but they will not tell you the actual thing. It's just to systemize and know what you have to do every day, and know what you have to do every week, and know what you have to do every month, and know what you have to do within 3 months. That's where I I I hanged my goal. 1 month, 1 week, 1 day. Even if for today I decided to make a Facebook campaign for a real estate to generate a lead for a real estate company, I'll just set up the campaign today. I'll just write down three things that I will do for today. Set the campaign, maybe authenticate the messages in the email emailing app, that like the welcoming messages, and the messages that I will use to follow the clients up. If I authenticate it, and maybe I will do one other thing, and that would be the only three things: to run the ad, to write down the messages, and set it ready for distribution for all those leads that I will get from the ad. And I will do one other thing, even if it's two or three things a day. I'm okay with that. And that's the benefit of internet that you have, just to make the process and the repetition, just to make everything easy for us. Yes, I set the Facebook ads. I've written that the welcome message and my purpose, and like the files that I will use to follow up the leads, and the next thing that follow with it. Yes, today is okay for me. I can do any other thing that I want for the rest of the day. Tomorrow I'll set another plan, follow up, do this, connect three times a day. I just want to have everything moving smoothly, not to stress myself or try to follow all those kind of hard routines. Maybe waking up for at 4 o'clock, do this. No one can really do that. No one can really do that. I don't say that no one really does that, but it is very hard. Like, you have to know the reason for doing that. Maybe you alone knows. You will not follow my own, and I will not follow your own. Maybe you are a boxer, or maybe you are a fighter. You like working out at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's for you, and that's where everything is going. Like, you alone knows everything, and I've known that I've made a good point. And in the link below, I will set all these procedures and questions to ask yourself based on finding your purposes. And I promise myself that in this video I will not remove anything. All those my errors and everything will just be like that. I just want to let everything be pure and spotless For this my message to reach out to as many people as it can reach out to. Maybe you are watching this in the 2025, or maybe you're watching this in the future, and maybe I'm no longer here. But here is just a raw truth coming from me to you. Sit yourself down, list out what you want, follow it. Don't look at anybody else. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. The kingdom of Christ is already in you. You just have to find it. Find it. Thank you.